picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Cardinal head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellis.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Tight end now in motion. Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Cox. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Knight. Could be an alley. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll try the right side.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Imaliava on the play action. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Imaliava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Imaliava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. With the catch, it's Blackburn. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Running inside. It's Ford. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. back to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw into.
On the run, it's Ford. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Ford. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ford. There's a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinal. Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. Flips it out on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work. And he loses the football on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Warren. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throwing, Imaliava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The run inside. It's Ford. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The kick is on its way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running inside. It's Ford.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
So now it's second and long. Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense.
Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Iamaleava makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Makes a connection. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. They knock him down right there. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Hawkeyes in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. To the air, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Shaw. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Ford. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Running inside. It's Ford. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. The quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Imaliava. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The run inside. It's Knight. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Move. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Bringing the heat. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside. It's Ford. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ballgame.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Iamaleava. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cardinal! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pocket breaking down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the back. 3rd down in the gun. Iamaleava looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Might as well stick with him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Using his legs, it's Ford. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Now the Cardinals decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Wants to adjust the pattern. Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Brings it in down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that moves the chain for a 1st down.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Iamaleava to the air again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing, Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.